Guys, I almost forgot how to start a live. Welcome. I am so glad that you are here. If you're new to my channel, I am Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al. Welcome to everybody over in the live chat. I like to see you already over there sharing. And if you are here on replay, make sure to let us know where you're watching from in the comment section and include the hashtag replay. If you are here in the live chat, make sure at the top that you choose live chat or all comments or all chat, just so you're seeing the latest messages from everyone. If you haven't yet already, I would appreciate a stamp of approval on this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, do all the things so we can reach more people, right? And the more the merrier when it comes to crafty friends. So I do have a couple things I want to get out of the way before I get started this morning with opening up my new Advents. But if you are new to my little series here, I am opening up my 3 Crafty Advent calendars every day from December 1st through December 24th. Now, this was a live series, but the past couple days it was pre-recorded because I was out of state. Now, when I do get to crafting, I was scrolling on the screen before, but just so you know, it's already hard to see everybody's wonderful messages because they're flying. But when I get to crafting, I'm going to see even fewer. So make sure if you need my attention that you tag me. So you start typing in @CallMeCraftyAl and click on my name when it pops up and then write your message. And what that does, it gives me a red box behind my username, and it's very easy for me to see. Now, if you can't do that, because sometimes on mobile devices you can't, type either Alicia or Crafty Al all in caps. Your whole message does not have to be all in caps, just at first to try to get my attention. All right. Another thing I wanted to wait, I do have a couple comments here that I want to share, and then just something fun. All right. Paula says that she needs to make a few more Christmas cards. And Bobby, I thought, had a great suggestion. Yes, as always, when you need a lot of cards, use a sheet load. So on Monday, the day 18, I was able to chat with you while we were on the road and the premiere was on. Yesterday, I could only sneak in for about 5 minutes, so I didn't even say hi because I was kind of between errands and the appointment we were going to. But I have to say, I love how so many of you were in here just chatting amongst yourself. You're like greeting each other and following up on things that you might have shared like before in the chat. Let me know if you have made new friends during this series in the chat by maybe putting like clapping hands or a thumbs up or like a number 5 if you can't find the emojis, because it seems like we might have some crafty friends coming together in the chat during this series, and I love it. Speaking of that, if this is your first time joining us live, put a 1 over there. Sorry, over there. On my screen, it's over there. Put a 1 over in that live chat so we know it's your first time here live. And if you've been here for all of them, put a 20, right? Even though they weren't all live, if you've watched all of the videos. Thank you for giving it your stamp of approval. And what I want to do now, first, let's go ahead and look at all of the tags. Ooh, I see lots of 20s popping up over there. So here are all of the tags, all 20 of them that I have made so far during this series. And you might notice, and you might already know, that they are all using the same color palette. So while they kind of go together, they look way different from each other. So during the pre-recorded sessions, these are the 2 tags that I created. Day 18, right, was a shaker. And then day 19 was this little pumpkin wheelbarrow, and it's a flip up tag. So if you haven't yet seen these videos, I do have a link to the entire playlist down in the description box. So if you have to catch up on any, or I also have a link to the kickoff that kind of tells you about the series, including the giveaways. So each day as I'm live, or the last couple days was a little different, I am giving away the tag that I create to any subscriber anywhere in the world. Well, if you're a US subscriber who is at least 18 years old, you have the chance to collect the secret words throughout the series. And at the end of the month, I'm going to tell you how you can enter those to win one of 2 Crafty Advent calendars. Each day I open Tailored Expressions, Spellbinders, and Crafter's Companion, and I have an extra Spellbinders and an extra Crafter's Companion to give away to one lucky subscriber. As I always say, these are secret words, so make sure not to give them away in the chat or the comments and be disqualified. I want those of you, like you right now, who are watching the videos to be the ones who are earning those entries. All right. But what I want to do first is let's find the winners of these 2 tags. If you watched the last 2 days, it was different. You know, there wasn't really any being live. So you got the chance to fill out a form to be entered to win these. So I'm going to see if I can do this. I think I might get random.org ready on my phone. And that way we can see the spreadsheet on the TV. Let me just get that pulled up though. All right. So now I'm going to share day 18. So on day 18, I had 100 of you, wow, interested in winning this shaker tag. All right. So what I'm going to do, that's actually already the number that's in random.org. So, oh, here I'm going to make, let's see if I can. Well, I wanted you to see it, but I'll go ahead. So If you see, oops, right there. No, there we go. Now you know what? Okay. You know that it's 1 through 100. So let's go ahead and I'll share it on here so you can actually see it. Sorry, guys. I was hoping that that would work, but I forgot that I can't make, okay. So I can't make my overhead bigger. I need to try to fix that. But let's go ahead and put in random.org. We're just going to have it generate because there were exactly 100. So, oh, number 96. So we'll go back, share the other screen, day 18. All right. I'm going to type in 96, but this has been acting up lately. When I type something in, it goes back to something weird. So let's cross our fingers. So the winner of this first tag is at Lori Mauser 2168, which if you're chatting here, Lori, your username chatting might look different. For some reason now, sometimes they throw the @ sign in front of it. So Lori, if that is you, what you'll need to do is all right. Everybody who wins one of the tags today will need to fill out that claim form, and it is linked toward the top of the description box below. So make sure if you're Lori and you're seeing this that you get that one claimed. Now we'll go ahead and find out who the winner of number 19 is. So congratulations, Lori. I see you guys over there in the chat congratulating her. Thank you. So there were 92 for day number 19. So we are going to go to random.org again. This time, though, we're going to have our max be 92. And when we generate, let's see who the winner is. Number 44. Sorry, it's really going wild there with having to change back so often. What was it, 44? I'm going to go just double check that. Yep, 44. All right. So here we need to go to individual. Type in 44. And tag number 19 goes to, see, it keeps doing that. It flips back to previous ones. Sorry, guys. 44 is Cat L. First name, Cat. So again, Cat L, if you are one of the lucky winners, you will want to make sure that you also fill out today's claim form. And while I'm on my overhead, let's go ahead and bring in the advent calendars. Yes, congrats to Kat. If either of you are in the chat, let us know. But I know that this was one of those times where you didn't have to be here live with us and you could still enter. I know a lot of people liked that. All right, first up is Spellbinders. What is today, the 20th? I'm a little bit off. Oh, right here at the top. Okay, it's big, guys. I would say this is probably 5 inches across by 3.5 inches tall. Put over there what you think it is. Put over there. I'm trying to think. Because of the size, I'm going to go with a stencil. I don't think they'd give you a die this size or a stamp set because that would be pretty big for a day. All right, are we ready to see if there's anything on the lid? There, guys. I think it's a layered stencil set. Look at that. Oh, it is. So it's a 3-piece layered stencil set. That is gorgeous. Very neat. Very neat. You know I love a layered stencil. All right, next up, Crafter's Companion. Okay, it is right here. Oh, it's pretty big too, guys. It's probably like 3.5 by 3.5. You know what? I'm going to guess a stencil too. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Stencils all around today. Let me know. Oh, we got some embossing folders over there. Oh, embossing folder was right. This one's pretty nice too. Just like a nice kind of viney. That'd be nice. That's a nice one. And last but not least, like always, is Tailored Expressions. We're getting down to just a few envelopes in the box, guys. Look. All right. Okay, so this is kind of a weird shape right over here. Kind of teardrop from what it looks like in the package. It is, I think it's definitely a rubber stamp. So let's go and see what kind of rubber stamp it is. Oh, it's a cute little, is that a daisy? You'll have to let me know in the chat because you know me and flowers. I would probably call it a daisy. But there we go. Guys, this was a good crafty day here. Should we find out which we're going to be using? Get a drink first, and we'll get on that, okay? So I don't even remember if I got the wheel back up. Okay. I do have to say, can I do this? And okay, we'll still be there. Oh, no, I can't. I thought maybe I could go back to my, oh, I can. We'll try that. So I accidentally closed out these windows the other day where I always kept my wheel up. And when it came back up, I could not remember what I had hidden and what I hadn't. So I'm just going to restart over with every possibility on the wheel. That one. There we go. So let's go find out what we're working with today. Here we go. Oh. All right, so we will hide that instance of Spellbinders. And I have to say, if I would have gotten Artist Choice today, I probably would have chosen Spellbinders as well. Let me know over in the chat which of the three you would have crafted with first, either Tailored Expressions, Crafter's Companion, or Spellbinders. And while you do that, I'm going to think about what I am going to, what I'm going to do. So I will bring in, you know what I'm going to do today, guys? I'm going to stencil this on toffee cardstock, just for something different instead of, doing it on a white background. Now, if you've already watched or you were here for the kickoff, you know that we're using Color Cube card number 11 from Sarah Renee Clark. If you have trouble sometimes with picking color combos, I do have a link to the Color Cube cards down in the description box below. And I did do a little organizing here, so I'm going to get out. These are just my scraps. And what I was thinking, I wonder if I stencil this on one larger piece of toffee if I could turn it into 2 tags, and then I would have 2 tags to give away today. I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if it'll work, okay? And I think, like, even though I would have done this branch in toffee, I think just by doing it in toffee, it's still going to look tone on tone and a little bit darker. So yeah, we'll do that. I want to do my these in watermelon because I might bring in some sequins to accent that. I need my toffee and sweet basil for ink blending. And I need kind of a bigger piece of toffee. So I want to kind of figure out a tag die that will work. I think I might need to go with this one because it's a little bit smaller, and we just won't put a topper on it, but I think then I can get 2 out of there. And instead of I was originally thinking, oh, you know what? I need to get a piece of cardstock as big as this. I actually need to get one a little bit bigger so it fills this tag completely. So I'm going to go with this piece of toffee to do both of those. And for now, I think that's all I'm going to get out of my little card kit. And I need a piece. And then bring in just a piece of grid paper to stencil on. Zoom out a little bit. Sorry, getting you dizzy there. Trying to zoom out as much as possible, but not show you my desktop. Lisa says you left the stencils in the box. Thank you. You know I would have been looking for those. Thanks, Lisa. There, now I can stencil, right? Okay. So I'm just going to bring in one of my little trimmers here to cut this down. So I'm going to cut it to 3.5 inches tall, which, oh, look at that. I'm going to leave the width exactly like it is and just cut this to 3.5 inches tall. And I want to make sure that there's room. You know, I want to put this as far up or down as needed so I have room up here for the hole. I think I want to put these down toward the bottom. And because well, could I? I was worried that I wouldn't be able to tape down my stencil. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I think we'll be good here. Stampin' Bobby. What is your source for the big grid paper? I think I picked that up at like Office Depot or Office Max, where they have like their regular graph paper, but then they also had it a little larger. And when I lived in Nebraska 8-9 years, maybe longer, and I got it when I lived in Kansas, so I've had it for a really long time. I think you can look on Amazon too. I think I've seen it there, but if you do have an office supply store in your area, I would stop by there. Okay. What I'm going to do is put some ATG on the back of my piece of toffee. And I take off a little sticky with my fingers. I'm going to put it in one corner of the grid paper in case it gets pulled up. I think I'll actually, just in case my toffee piece comes up, I'm going to go ahead and mark this corner. And now, I think I want to do the leaves first and then put the toffee on top of it. So I'm just going to try to do my best to kind of center this and then center it each time. But again, I can kind of move this around if needed for the next layer. But let me get out. I get out some painter's tape to make some hinges for this. Again, you take a little bit of the tack off, so I just put it on my hands. And now, I'm just going to tape the bottom here. And I'm going to take little pieces of this and cover up these holes. These holes should help with alignment if you were going to cut these down smaller. But I know that if I leave those open, I will ink blend them over there. I will ink blend them and then we'll be like, why are there little random dots ink blended? So we don't want the ink to get in there. And then I want to make sure that I don't get any lines up here. So I am going to put this across there. And I did see we have some new friends stopping in. Welcome. So glad you're here. If you would give this video, if you enjoy it, your stamp of approval. Give it a like underneath the video and maybe share it with a crafty friend. All right, are we ready? So this is going to be sweet basil. Let me get out my blending brushes. And I'm going to go, because I have to try to put toffee on top of this, which is a little lighter, I'm going to try to go a little light-handed with the sweet basil. Now, light-handed and stenciling and me don't usually go together, but I'm going to try to be very purposeful about it and not push too hard. Make sure if you're joining us late that you watch to win the tag, and then get your secret word, which I'm trying to come up with, so I'll be giving that out. Now, if I was going to use this entire width of the toffee cardstock, I would have put Post-it notes on the side too, or cut it down just so it fits the stencil. But I think with the tag, that will get cut off anyway. So even if I have a line of ink over there, it should be okay. Now, I did go a little light-handed. So before I take off my hinge down here, I want to see what it's looking like. Oh, I think that will work. Okay, so I'll take that off, close up my sweet basil and put that away so I don't put my green brush in a different color like I did one of the first few days. And now I'm going to bring in the toffee layer, the branches. And again, I'm going to try to get it centered left to right. But then I'm also going to try to pay attention to where I have already blended just to make sure everything is lined up, which I think that looks good. And I'm just going to bring back in these pieces to cover up the alignment dots. Is anybody off for the holidays yet? Like if you work outside of the home? Are you crafting along with me today? Or are you just relaxing and watching? And now, okay, now with the toffee, I'm going to do probably a couple layers, try to go a little more heavy-handed so it will stand out from the green. Ruth says, I think this would be a good stencil to emboss with as well. It probably would look really neat, like how I tried embossing through a stencil during one of the days. That probably would look neat. right, so again, I'm going to try to go a little heavy-handed. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, there we go. I was worried that it wasn't coming out dark enough, but now I'm seeing the brown on there. I think it's going to work well. And again, this one I'm purposely going a little heavy-handed just because I want those branches to stand out. Ooh. Monica, off since the 7th and don't go back till the 2nd. Wonderful. I see some of you are. Ooh, online shopping, doing little last-minute gifts. Katie's working on her craft roulette card. Katie must be a patron to be working on it this late. Am I right, Katie? Has anybody got their presents wrapped in under the tree? We've pretty much got all the gifts, but we have not wrapped a single thing. So hopefully today or tomorrow we'll do that, because the tree is always prettier when there's some presents underneath it. You're right. Who said that? Who said that? Carmen said, those look like antlers. They totally do, Carmen. It might be cute to just like stencil these and then put like a big red dot like in the middle, like it's Rudolph's nose, and maybe make it glittery. Thanks for pointing out they look like antlers. I might have to share something using that. Yay! So glad that you are enjoying Craft Roulette too. If you don't know what Craft Roulette is, it is a crafty challenge show here on YouTube every Friday night, except this Friday because Mary is off for the holidays. But lots of fun and lots of friendliness in the chat, just like here. That looks pretty cute, guys. I can't unsee the antlers now. I know, it is hard. Oh, Google eyes. Yes, Paula, that might be cute too. Oh, good. Goodness, guys, I like how you're thinking outside of the box. And now I'm going to bring in my berries, which it's kind of a little bit hard to tell which are the alignment dots and which are the berries, but I think we'll do our best here. Polly has given the video her stamp of approval. Thank you. Thank you, Gwen. And let's see. We have 133 people watching and 82 likes. Can we get that to 100? Oh. If you did get the Spellbinders Advent Calendar this year, this would make some quick and easy gift tags. And you could like mass produce these, just set it up. And what you would do, if you're going to mass produce, you would leave this stencil and just bring in new paper until you were done with that color. But this would be a good one. All right, now I'm starting to think I put this on backward. Oh, no. It didn't seem to line up exactly like I thought it would, but that's how it is on the stencils, I guess. Oh no, guys, I'm glad I second guessed myself, and you were probably telling me this. These two dots need to be down here. And I'm not gonna, I know my tape's on the other side. Let me just make sure no ink's coming off. I'm not gonna move those to the front. Whew. That lines up better. Oh goodness, I'm glad that I questioned that. I thought it looked a little odd. And I see somebody, Luann was looking out for me. She was trying to tell me the center dots go at the bottom, yes. And Luann, I was just in Mount Pleasant the other day for a little bit to visit my dad. This is a little crooked. I'm going to fix that. And now put away my brown brush and ink pad, and I'm going to do a watermelon, which I got out the pink brush for, but I think it's more of a red. Ooh, I about forgot to cover this up. We would not want to ruin it on the last stencil. Jody, who is rando, says, oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. But thank you, Judy, for sharing. Sorry. All right. Jody, who is rando, says, still with the dots would be cute for reindeer. It would, especially with that, if we had a big bright red nose. Okay. Now let's do some watermelon dots. I'm going to get these nice and dark so they'll stand out from the toffee. Stamper Girl says, the stencil was perfect for the colors we chose at the beginning. I have to say, I would agree. I think we got pretty lucky that so far, okay, that birthday shaker tag the other day kind of threw me, but many of you seem to like it. But yeah, we've gotten really lucky with those colors. Almost done here. So make sure everything's nice and dark. Okay, and again, before I pull this all the way up, welcome and thank you so much, Tiffany. Let's see. I think that's okay. It is kind of a pinky red, so it might be a little bit lighter. But here we go. So cute. All right. I love how you're thinking of so many great things about this stencil. This is a great one. So Carmen said, using as antlers, the dots could be snow. Yeah. Or if you did do the dots still in red, I think if you have some of that, somebody in the chat's going to know, but it's that stuff that goes on like liquid applique is maybe what it's called. If you put that along some of the antlers and then puffed it up with your heat tool so it looks like snow, that would be really cool too. Oh, one thing. So, okay, we talked about this maybe over the weekend. Remember the one stencil that I know many of us love? Here, this one right here. Many of us love this background stencil from Spellbinders. And my local scrapbook store owner, manager, Brandy, she reached out to see if they have this in a larger version or if they were going to make it. And they said that they didn't have plans to. Maybe we should, tag them on Instagram or maybe message them and say, pretty please, can you make a big version of this? Because I really looked around. Like I found some that kind of had a pattern like this, but it was a single layer. I want a stencil that it's different layers so you can have lots of different colors. I just love this, you guys. So anyway, if you want to reach out, tag them on Instagram, message them, be like, please, we need this. All right, oh my goodness, now I've lost. You guys, oh, I thought I lost my piece that I just stenciled. I didn't know, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I see somebody says use Pear Blossom Press lights. Yes. Okay, now let's figure out how we will cut this. I think I'll just Just real simple here. I think I do want all the berries to show here on the left, so we might cut off one right there. And bring it in my removable tape. Oh, Susan has a marker that puffs up like snow. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Ooh, different colored sequins for Christmas lights. Yes, guys. We might have to just come back and do a day of... We'll have to come back and do a day of using this layered stencil as like a reindeer and using the one that I just showed you, kind of like the deco geometric background on things. Again, because these are all straight edges, I'm going to turn it a little bit so instead of the straight line going in, it's going to be at an angle. It is a 2 for Stamper Girl. There will be 2 lucky winners today. Now, the tag's a little simpler. It will be, but I think it's fun that we can have 2 winners. So I'm going to remove this. So here is one tag. And I'll put it over on this other one, kind of the same place, so the berries are all showing. And run that through. Now, what do you think, guys? Now, later I will cut 2 more of these in toffee and then put them as backers on those. But for now, you don't need to see me like just cut that. But what I'm thinking, thought that we got... Okay, I got to bring in my other stuff. I'm going to set this off to the side for now so I have some more room. I thought one day from Crafter's Companion... Yes. Okay, so this has a little happy die, and then it has Easter, Halloween, Christmas, and birthday. I even though, again, I talked about this, I prefer Merry Christmas instead of Happy Christmas. But you know what? I think this will make just a cute addition. So I think we're going to use that. That'll add a little something extra to it. And here I have a whole bunch of scraps now. So I'm going to cut the happy out of the watermelon to bring out some more of that. And I'm cut 2 of those. And since I already moved my die cutter off screen, I will just do it over here. Make sure if you have a question or a comment specifically for me to tag me or type Alicia or Crafty Al in all caps. Now, I do notice when I'm using my magic mat right now, it's like this hasn't happened before, but it's, maybe you can't even tell on screen, but it's like getting a little warped. Is that just when I heat it up and then set it underneath something heavy? It's not bad or anything. It's not hampering, but this is the first that I've noticed it. And let's see here. So we have now I'm wondering if this is not too big. Maybe we'll just intentionally kind of angle it. You know what? We're going to give it a try, right? We can always change our mind. Okay, Beth says use the heat tool. Okay, I think I read that they could get kind of warped into use heat, but I just hadn't actually seen it before. So I got a little nervous. Oh, yes. Hold on. I haven't forgotten, but I kind of had forgotten, but I did remember earlier. I don't know if I'll make it to do with anything here. You know what? For today's secret word, to kind of go with our theme, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the gifts that I got. But because I made 2 tags, we're going to go with the word double, D-O-U-B-L-E, because we got double the amount of tags. So make sure to write that down next to day 20. And if you're like, what are the secret words? Because you're newer to the series, make sure to check out the kickoff video, which I have linked in the description box below. Do you think, okay, here, let's look at this. So should we try it like turn it vertical? Or should we leave? I don't think I really like that, because those look kind of upside down then. Well, here, maybe, okay. So let me know what you think. Should we have it landscape or horizontal? Sorry, that wasn't vertical. Landscape or horizontal, or do them vertical with the happy at an angle? Let me know what you think on that. Uh-oh. It looks about half and half so far. What do you think? One of each? I see a couple of you saying that. I don't know. I don't know if I could curve it. I saw some of that. You know what? We'll try one of each, and then they'll look a little bit different for the recipients, right? You know, this could be a hit, this could be a miss, right? All right, yeah, we'll do that. I'm starting to see more of one of each. All right. So now I want to get out my sentiment. Yes, Lori, I have said the secret word. And please, nobody in the chat share it, because then that will risk you getting disqualified. We'll go Christmas. And here, I'll put... Should I do green or brown for that? I'm going to do a poll for this one just so we can get... That way I don't have to try to count them up. For the ink, should I do toffee, which is green, or sweet basil, which is brown? And, you know, if we choose one and then we don't like it, we can always go back. But here, I'm going to start a poll just so I don't have to worry about counting them. And I'll give you a couple minutes for that. I'll see if I have any questions while we do that. Oh, hold on. All right. Do we have any? Looks like maybe Pam had a question that got answered. You switched your colors. Did I really? Oh my goodness. You guys. Okay. Yes, no. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Let's try that again. I'm just going to put in toffee or sweet basil. I think you guys know which they are. Sorry, guys. Not sure I have enough brain power for this. Sorry. Let's try that again. Hold on. What? Basil after me not watering it equals toffee. That would be me too. I like that. All right, let's try it again. I put the timer back on. And, you know, like I say, if we pick one and then we're like, nah, maybe that wasn't the right choice, we can go back. Here's a good question. Oh, sorry, Susan, that clicked off the wrong one. Jody says, do you get an entry for each secret word or do you have to have the complete list? Each secret word. That's why when like you're a channel member, so you have some extra bonus secret words, that will be like how many entries you get into the final giveaway. So if you only want to watch 1 or 2 videos and enter 1 or 2 secret words, totally fine. And just like they say with the lottery, it only takes 1 ticket to win. So yeah, good question. Thank you for bringing that up. All right. Ooh, it's pretty close, guys. If you haven't got in your vote. I guess I could have brought these back in and it might have here. There. Oh, I'll be right back. I see Donna said, how about red instead? Donna, I was going to be adding some watermelon. They're not really the same color. Sequins, so I'll already have a little bit more red or standing out in that. All right. Now 10 more seconds on the poll. It's not overwhelming, guys. I don't know if you can see the numbers as you vote. All right, there we go. Let's see how I close this thing. All right, sweet basil eked out by just a little bit. So we'll try that first. And again, we can go back. And I am going to use a scrap of white on this. And I do want to say, guys, thank you so much. Oh, where are we at? I'm on the wrong channel, wrong screen. Thank you so much for always keeping the chat positive and friendly. That's how we get other people to come in here and join us. Thank you. Ooh, we did break 100 likes. Yay! We have 118 right now. I'm going to use my mini Misty. It was just right there on top. And oh, here, maybe this is a straight edge. I'm going to turn that around. Oh, great. I tore it, and then I must have ink or something on my fingers. So I'm going to stamp this twice. And And I'm just going to kind of stamp it in the middle of the width. And that way I can decide, you know, which one I might want to be toward the right of the banner and which one I might want to be toward the left. Ink it up, and then again, these are a little bit squishy stamps, so I'm just going to gently push on it. Oh, that stamped very nice. Now I don't want to get any ink as I move this on the rest of the cardstock, so I'm going to bring in my little piece of acetate here that I always keep under my mouse pad and move this, which probably should be careful with my fingers now. So now I can place it on the cardstock, and even if it shifts, I haven't gotten extra ink on there because there's that piece of acetate that would catch any. And then that can just be wiped off. So I'll ink it up again. And stamp it this time. Nope. Just a little bit up there. All right, guys. So now we have our Merry Christmas. Oh, I better be careful. I just wanted to put away my Misty, and I got a little extra Christmas there, but I don't think it will interfere with my cutting. And I'm going to bring back in the dies I've gotten so far and use this fishtail banner die from Spellbinders to cut this out. I'm so glad that I got that in this in the calendar. Should put that over there. And I think I want one where the Christmas is on the left and one where the Christmas is on the right. I'll use my piece of removable tape. Uh-oh, hope you're okay, Susan R. All right, I just saw this. Alicia. Pink Fresh Studio has a set of layering stencils in that geometric design called Quadrant Backdrop. I am writing this down right now. So Pink Fresh Studios. And you did say they were okay. Quadrant. Okay, I'm going to check that out. Thank you. I have it written down. Okay, why won't this... Okay, guys, this is like stuck in there. Oh, because I had my plates too far back. I'm like, what's going on? My plates were too far back. Oh, and here we can probably hide that. And then I'll move this one down so that Christmas is toward the right. That Christmas fills a lot of that, doesn't it? Okay, I think maybe right there. And I think I'll just put this down flat. Sometimes I would pop this up. And for my happy, I'm going to use Barely Art liquid glue. I'm going to hold on to this with my tweezers while I add the adhesive. Charlene has a question. Oh, sorry, I put my die cutter on my hand apparently. Charlene says, I see you're using Magic Mat. Are they really good? So I started using this, Charlene, during this series. I've had it for a little bit, and I kept mentioning how I hadn't gotten it out yet, and people are like, you need to give it a try. You need to give it a try. I found I needed a shim, and then it cut nicely. Today it did start warping a little bit, but they do make you aware of that. I just need to heat it up. But I'm enjoying it so far. People have said like they don't have to, you know, get any more of these plates anymore, which is great because, you know, those can add up. And I know when I looked the other day, it was like, it's regularly about $20 for one, and I think it was like 10. So, you know, I did get it at one point where it was half off, but just a while ago. I mean, for $10, I'm enjoying it, but I do think other people have different opinions sometimes too. All right, so I'm just gonna hold on with that and then go on the back with my glue, which I haven't used in a few days, so I need to, oh, no, it started right away. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of this. And even if it kind of squishes out the side, it does dry clear, so no biggie. I got to concentrate putting glue on here. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button and give the video your stamp of approval. All right, let's put this down. It's gonna gotta let go with my tweezers. Okay. Go. And then for this one, I think I'll put the happy down first and then figure out where our sentiment can go. But I do, I guess, need to make sure I have room, don't I? That'll work. All right, sorry. A little quieter now. I have to try to concentrate. Otherwise, if you were here like that one day, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I definitely want to do this. And then I started talking, and I totally did what I did not want to do. Like the opposite. It's kind of like turning down the radio when you're looking for an address. Gotta turn down my mouth when I'm really trying to craft. If you're joining us late, welcome. So glad you're here. You might have noticed that I'm making 2 tags today, which means I'll have 2 lucky winners. And now I'll bring in my scissors and just trim off that excess. Gotta remember to put my pin in my glue bottle. And I'll pull in my bucket of embellishments that I've gotten. And I know they're not exactly the same shade, but if you hit them in the right light, we're going to try some of those. And there's like 2 different sizes in here, I think. I definitely want to use the smaller ones. And I'm going to get out some little glue dots for this. These are leftovers from an old Paper Pumpkin kit, which if you've ever subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, I'm sure you probably have some of these as well. They always gave you some extra, which I loved. All right. I was going to maybe cover up some of the berries with them, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to put them in different places. Like, I'm going to put the glue dots where I'm going to want my sequins. That's pretty close. Okay, I'm going to try a different one. That one went on upside down. Let me know if you've had Paper Pumpkin kits before and you have leftover glue dots. I usually like to do odd numbers and in some kind of a triangle kind of around the focal point. So that's my thought behind doing the 2 here and the 1 here. And then you have kind of a visual triangle to focus in on the Happy Christmas. And right there. Okay. See, I'm not the only one with some leftover glue dots. Yes. Now, I want to pick up just the smaller ones if I can. I squished my Embelly jelly, so let me get this in kind of a point. Let's see. If you're coming in late, I'm going to give the secret word one more time. It was inspired by the fact that I got 2 tags today. So the day 20 secret word is going to be double, D-O-U-B-L-E. And like I mentioned before, at the end, you don't really have to spell it correctly. I just want to make sure that you know what word I'm saying in case there's any mishearing or it could sound like a different word. I need one more little one. There we go. All right, guys. They're simple, but I think they're cute. And I think they would be easy to, actually reproduce if you did want to make your own Christmas tags. So let me pick up some of this stuff that I need to put away so it doesn't dry out. Oh, well. Here, I put it in the tray so I could keep them all nice and together. I think my sister keeps texting me and it keeps popping up on my watch. I'll just slide these to the edge of my desk and into the tray. It's like it never even happened. Okay. Let's zoom in on these. And then it's almost time to find out who wins these, guys. Okay. Let me take a little drink break and see if I have any questions. Thank you, Susan. Says she loves them. Pat has a monthly subscription for years to Paper Pumpkins, but not as much leftovers things to use. Like they don't have as many anymore. It's been a little bit since I've used the Paper Pumpkin. Because when I use them, I love them, and I was doing like alternatives. But then I got to a point where I had 6 boxes I had not even used. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for your support. I appreciate that. And it's your first super on the live stream. Love it. Thank you. Okay. Should we find out who wins this? All right. I have to try to remember if I remember how to do it. It seems like it's been so long. So let me go make sure my giveaway tool is ready. Okay, that is ready. So what we're going to do, over in the chat, you are going to type hashtag Advent20 one time. You do want it to look like it does on screen, the hashtag in the front, and no spaces. And it's going to be the number 20. Don't spell it out. And I will give you 2 minutes. And I'm going to put these sequins away while you guys enter so I don't knock them over again. Once you do enter, if you haven't already given the video your stamp of approval, I would appreciate a thumbs up. We have hit a record that I can tell so far for likes during one live stream. And you know, that's usually a pretty special thing around here. So, oh, one thing now, if you do type it incorrectly once, cool, retype it in, but you don't need to type it correctly like 10 times because you'll only get 1 entry, okay? But yes, if you definitely miss something or add a space accidentally, type that back in so that you can get credit for your entry, okay? Let's go see. We have about 1 minute left. Let's see how the numbers are doing. 78 entries so far. And again, after the live, I will make a backer for this and I will sign it and put the day on it. As the entries are slowing down, if you do have any final questions, go ahead and make sure to leave those in the chat box and I can answer a couple before we go. All right. I am trying to get a little ready for Christmas, but I also have a video that I have to get done this afternoon. So I'm going to work on that when I'm done. Does anybody here have any crafty plans for the rest of the day? All right, 4 seconds, guys. And there we go. Let's go see if it's slowed down. Yep, oh, it's creeping up. So we'll give it just a few more seconds. Don't want anybody to get missed who wants to win it. All right. It has stopped now. Let's go ahead and draw for a winner. And even though you only see a few names on screen, all 82 of you are entered, all right? Congratulations to CCH. Congratulations. Wait, that's just our first winner. So make sure to stick around because what I'm going to do now, let's see. Oh, right up here on the right, I'm going to draw again. Here we go. Let's find our second winner. I almost forgot to do a second one. Congratulations goes to Orange Oliver. So CC and the Orange Oliver, what you are going to want to do, and I would do it right away so you don't forget, is fill out the Google claim form that's toward the top of the description box below. Congratulations to both of you. And thank you over in the chat for congratulating everyone as well. Thank you so much. All right. So let me see. Oh, goodness. You're so many friendly congratulations. I have to scroll back up a little bit, see if I missed a question. All right. Some of you are going to do some cleaning. So a little crafting. All right. All right. So get those final questions in, guys, if you have any. Oh, I guess I could have left that where you could see them. Sorry. Carmen has a question. Carmen says, do you know or have a link for the case you are using to house the supplies? So let me show you that real quickly. So this was actually, these were cases that I got. This was a case that I got my Stamp Joy goodies in when we went in the fall. And it actually was not even a released product at that time, but this is a new product from Tailored Expressions. They did release them to the public maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. I will make a note, Carmen, to add it to my description, my product list, okay? In case anybody else is interested. It is very handy. It has worked out so well for this series. All right, I think, oh, wait, hold up. I want to go over, let me stop that. Just a weird noise came from upstairs. My family's home now, and they really haven't been, except on the weekends while I'm doing these live, so it's weird to hear noises upstairs. Let me go. Guys, we got to 143 likes. Our record before was like right at 125 or 125 or 127. You know what this means? Let me go make sure. Yeah, you know what this means, guys? That means it's time for a bonus secret word. Do not give away that this is a bonus secret word or that you can get a bonus secret word at the end of day, whatever. Remember, these are words for those of you who are here watching. So let me make sure. Which I don't think I have. Oops. All right. Are you ready for your bonus secret word? Give me some like high fives and claps over in the chat if you're ready for your secret word. Okay, I'm seeing Elisa has a high five. Ooh, Beth, Mona. Okay, guys. They're flying in. You guys, the bonus secret word for today is going to be 20, like the number, but I want you to spell it out. So TWENTY, 20. All right. So you'll want to put that in your bonus word section. And I'm going to write it down. All right. Yay. All right. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. And guys, until tomorrow, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.